Ladies and gentlemen, please make your way to your seats. The show is about to begin.
Hey there, cats and kittens. Welcome back to Boss Kitty Live. I'm your host, Boss Kitty. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see everybody. If you have a long weekend because of the holiday, lucky you. If you don't, that's totally okay. I'm just glad you're here to be able to hang out with us. I don't generally do shows on Mondays where I have a holiday off. I usually take those for myself, but we had such a long hiatus, I just wanted to come hang out with you guys. So here we are with a Make-A-Long Monday. Very, very, very excited. Oh my goodness, let's see. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you that my mic sounds terrible. I'm sorry. No, come here. Come here and help me with it. I don't know if it's the volume, because I have to have the volume cranked up like that. That's why you have to have see what I mean by it doesn't work? We're trying to figure out the PC panel on this versus the mic. We've been having some problems with it. So that's what I've been trying to show to you. I don't know why it's been doing that. Hi, we do have fuzzy sound, so part of it was lack of noise suppression, it looks like. I'm telling you how this is working as we're going along with it. We're working on the fuzzy sounds for sure, guys. Cat, Mince is just a wheel of death. Okay, so we're going to see if that worked. TK is going to check on his end. I'll leave this here for now, just in case. Anyway, I hope you all have had a wonderful weekend. Let's see, we celebrated my mom's birthday on Saturday. We went to this delicious restaurant called Honey Milk in downtown Portland. And basically there's a flat rate fee and you order a savory dish and then you order a sweet dish and they come together and you order a drink. I had eggs Benedict, but it was on like a beignet without the powdered sugar with avocado and the best hollandaise sauce I've ever had in my life. And then I had strawberry shortcake, but the shortcake was actually made out of cake donuts. It was so good. There she is. Yay! It's all fixed now. Was it the issue that I was trying to, the PC panel issue? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that you thought I was being cranky with you. I wasn't. You got confused because I was like, I don't know what to do. Thank you. So yeah, I hope you you all had a wonderful weekend like I did, because it was very nice. How am I feeling, Tina? That's a great question. I'm feeling really well. Most of the sutures in my gums are gone. In fact, I think all of them are gone at this point. It feels weird still. The roof of my mouth is numb. That's not even numb. Because I had to do surgery there, I can't really feel parts of the roof of my mouth at the moment. I'm sure that will heal over time, but it's still really tender, right? Like if I try to brush the back of my teeth, they hurt sometimes. So it's a whole thing, you guys, but we'll get through it. I do still need to get that one bracket reapplied. When they did the surgery, they accidentally removed a bracket or popped a bracket off one of my teeth. So I'm hoping to hear from the dentist tomorrow to get that scheduled, because that one hurts. Like, keeps wanting to like go up into my lip, and I'm not a fan. So welcome to anybody who's new to the show, by the way. Let me just throw that out there to you real quickly.
Thank you for being a friend.
We are so thrilled to have you here as part of the Boss Kitty Live fam. Like I said earlier, it is Make-Along Monday, so I will be working on my sweater. You guys know I don't really work on this other than for the show, so I'm still working on that collar section. For those of you who are new, we do a game show every half an hour, so we'll have our first session of that at 6:45. Then we'll have another one at 7:15, right? And 7:45. And then we have a stretch break as well. Now, my apologies. I had said that dad jokes would be ready this week. I am full of suckage, and they are not, because I haven't done what I needed to do for them. So we're going to try to get that taken care of tomorrow so that we have them for Wednesday, but I'm not going to put all that work on TK, so I will not promise them to you by Wednesday. I will promise them to you by Monday, because I appreciate all the work you do. Mwah. So yeah, that's what's going on there. So instead of taking dad jokes away from you right now, in the interim, I will just, if you land on dad jokes, you'll get a cheesy ass dad joke. You guys ready to actually get started on this thing? 'Cause I am. There it is. Behold, my never-ending sweater collar. So basically, I'm trying to do 2 inches of rib stitch right here. And honestly, I still haven't found the extra yarn, so it's not a bad thing I haven't finished. And this is 2 inches down here on the bottom. So for me, the trick I use is if my rib stitch is the same all the way across the board, instead of sitting there and trying to measure it each and every time, I just look at my previous stitches and I count how many rows I did. So here it looks like I did 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, about 18 rows, I would say. 17 to 18. So looking over here then, I am on row... So weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. 1, 2, 3. Sorry there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got probably at least 7, if not 8 rows left to do, and then I have to do the bind off. So we should be golden for today, you guys, without me finding all that extra yarn that I have no idea where it is. Need to do a new show/movie to watch on your Netflix. Happy to be here. You just bought 3 skeins of your gorgeous dark purple a while ago and had to join the lives. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So yeah, if you bought yarn over the weekend or on Friday, Thursday or Friday, we're not gonna be able to send it out till tomorrow because of the long holiday, but we did get those orders and they will be going out tomorrow. Happy New Year, Sage Fits. Indeed, indeed. The background has changed. It's a whole new show, right? With all new crazy stuff, you guys. Let's see. What do I have in here? What do I have in here? Nothing in that one. Well, I just showed off the confetti. I've got...
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Yes, we have a little bit of Bob Ross. I just need a random Katie, little random Katie Kitty sounds. But I don't have one. I still have this
Magic
one, though.
wand! Make my monster grow!
Can't help myself.
Let's move on.
Katie Kitty is bossy as always. I'm still learning it. I'm good. I was like, ooh, let's look at this one right here. And I was like, oh, there's nothing in there. So if I click on this, we'll go to all my segments. Hey, look at that. That's awesome. If I click on this, will the wheel show up? There's no confetti when you did that. I'm pretty sure. Oh, there is. There wasn't last time. I didn't hear the squeak either. Weird. Anyway, it's there now. That's all that matters. Oh, awesome. You love Bob Ross. You can hear the brush on the canvas. Miriam, you know what the best thing about my Bob Ross button is?
We don't make mistakes.
Oh no, it did the
We have
same one
happy
twice.
accidents.
I thought I was being so cool and it would be another one. Let's try again.
You can't know happiness unless you've known a little bit of sorrow.
Yeah. Oh, that was sad, Bob. Can't know happiness unless you've known a little bit of sorrow. Damn, Bob. Get deep with me. Anyway. Okay. Right? Let's talk about who hurt you. Did it? That sounds like so much fun. We should do that. Like maybe as a specialty event or something. Like we'll have a Bob night where we just do like a Bob along. And I'll try to paint a Bob Ross picture. I'll even dress like Bob. I'll get a wig and everything. Do I have plans to make widow flower and kitty glitter all crafty? What a fabulous question. Currently, I do not have plans to do that. But let me tell you something. Do you see all this lovely yarn back here? These are for our grab bags. And most of these are kitty glitter yarn. And what they are, they're throwbacks, 90% of them, from when we did our Toil and Trouble box set. I also have a fair amount of just extra yarn that goes in there. But then we also have some blanks that I found that'll be like speckled gradients or random speckled things that'll go in there. And then I have a box of kitty glitter yarn that is kitty glitter BK from years ago. By years, I mean 2. When I had intended to do a line of kitty glitter BK, and I still will someday, just not anytime soon. And the 2 colorways that are in there are Cold as Ice and OG Widow Flower, so the original Widow Flower. And those will be going in those grab bags as well. So those grab bags will be available either at the end of this month or the beginning of next month, probably beginning of next month. And they are available to our patrons first for 48 hours, and generally they do not last past that, I will be honest. But then they will be available to the public as well. And they're usually a really good price, even when we fudge it up a little bit. Like, so normally we do 3 for $60, which is $20 a pop. They might be a little more than that this time because everything in there is $30+ yarn. So I don't have any, mostly everything that's in there. I don't have any of the base $28 stuff. So that might go up just a tad bit, but not a ton. And yeah, so if you're not a patron and you're really interested in those grab bags, I do highly recommend heading over to our Patreon page, which is www.patreon.com/bosskitty. If you type !Patreon, that pops right up. And you can join it at any level. The minimum is $5 a month, and that'll get you that basic early access, which is wonderful. There you go. I don't know. We went from kitty glitter widow flower to grab bags. Now you can actually start your myriad of projects. Love it. Bob along. Like that sign we saw earlier near a high school. Who hurt you? Exactly, Cassandra. When are the grab bags coming? You're so excited for them. Yeah, like I said, they'll be at the end of this month or beginning of next month. We do have a Patreon exclusive event coming on the 28th, I believe. I think that's a Saturday. Yeah. So a week from this Saturday. And that's going to be the next installation of Fleece to Finished project. TK, what are you doing? I saw a wild TK. You guys, I haven't seen my husband in 3 days. I got home from my game weekend with my friends. I immediately took a shower. And I immediately hopped in a chair to hang out with you guys. We've barely shared a kiss. That's how important you all are to us. As he leaves the room. You live with 17 townhouses in your area, more townhouses up to state. Oh my gosh. So our first round of Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups is just around the corner, folks. So if you are not a follower or a subscriber yet, now is the time to do it. You just hit that button, chat it up with us, and you will be eligible to win potentially free yarn or some other cool stuff as well. Oh, I have the hiccups. Mice don't really like pure peppermint, so if you put some on cotton and place it around the house, that's true. That's a great idea. Sunny weather for Kelly Poplar. Absolutely. I will give you all the sunny weather vibes. I like overcast, stormy days. We've had a lot of those lately. Those are my favorite type of Oregon weather. Like where it's not super like bone-chilling cold, but it's breezy outside. We have gray skies. You can smell rain in the air, and then it comes. It's just so good. I just love it so much, you guys. Oh, I love it. All the good mojos. There in the walls, they have so much room to spread it around. Dang. Yeah, that's... Do you guys want to hear my mouse horror story? Like the house that I lived in, the mouse house, when I was a kid? When I was a child, we lived in this house that was, like this old Victorian house. And it was really pretty, but... Well, I had the potential to be really pretty. It was kind of a little bit of a slum, to be honest. My folks were young. They didn't make a lot of money. You know, they had 2 kids. And we lived in that house for a few years. But... before we moved in, I don't know if it's the landlord or who did it, but they basically took all the trash, and I don't mean like food trash, just trash in general, from the tenants before us. They put it in the crawl space, and then they cemented off the crawl space and didn't tell anybody. And so mice moved into there because it was great nesting, right? And so we had a severe mouse problem. Like I grew up with mice in the walls and scratching at stuff. It was terrible. to this day, both my mother, and I don't have as often as she does, but I will have dreams about being trapped in that house with mice. That's why I'm not a rodents fan. I know a lot of people have adorable rodent pets, and I can't do it because of that stupid house. On the other side of that conversation, I believe that the rent of that place, granted this was like early 90s, late 80s, but it was like $200, and it stayed that rent. That rent stayed there for like years. Can't imagine a full Victorian house for $200. Gray skies and draining you even more than usual. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kelly. You know, a lot of people have that problem. Have you, you probably have. I'm not trying to give you advice where it's unwarranted, but have you looked into vitamin D supplements? Like, talk to a doctor about that. My dad gets really depressed during the winter, and they said that part of it was because it was a lack of vitamin D. So that might help. Reptiles? Yeah, I don't mind reptiles so much. They're kind of cute. Maybe, yeah, because my ears are like almost up at the top, you know? I just like that. Does that work for you? Yay, we fixed it. We fixed it just in time, TK. Guess what? It's time. Time for Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups, you guys. That's right. It's going to be our first contestant on the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups for this week. So exciting. I live in a farmhouse, dairy farm, and we get mice from time to time. That totally makes sense, Miranda. Sounds like an alternative universe. Oh, right, an alternative universe now. I've driven by that house since then. It's really pretty and cute. They've fixed it up. Miss Monster, this will probably mean more to you because you're fairly local. It's in North Portland. So back then, North Portland was kind of a slum. Now, I couldn't afford to live there if I robbed a bank, quite frankly. Vitamin D is very good advice. We have so many patients that are surprised what a difference it makes. Exactly. All Crafty, congratulations. You're our first contestant on the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. That's so exciting. It is beyond exciting. So exciting, in fact, that you get confetti. So this is how this works, my dears. I'm going to go ahead and get the wheel up for Miss All Crafty. There it is right there. Hello, Wheel. It's so good to see you. There's lots of stuff on here that All Crafty could win. She could get a blankie roll. They could get Ravelry patterns for $5, Ravelry patterns for $10, dad jokes, adject animal sounds, yarn tarot, free shipping domestic and international. And then there's game over. So far, knock on wood, we have not had a single game over in 2023. Not one. I think we can keep that streak going. What do you think, Zuzu? Do you think we can? Come here. Hi, baby. How are you doing? Come here. This is Zuzu. She's our sweet new baby. And she wants to help with the wheel. There we go. You pushed the wrong button. You gotta push this button down there. And then spin this right here. You made it. You ready? Let's spin. Daddy's spinning the wheel. Do you see it over there? I do hear it's free shipping. Congratulations, All Crafty.
Congratulations, you're a winner.
Poor Zuzu. Look at her. She's so confused. Okay. Congratulations to All Crafty. You get a free shipping code. What that means is that you need to head over to... hold on one second. Goodbye, Wheel.
Goodbye.
Aw, goodbye, Wheel. You need to head over to Boss Kitty... or not Boss Kitty Shop. Geez. Over to Discord. Message me with your email address, and I will get that free shipping code over to you. You can use that with gift cards, by the way. Like I said, if you're international, whatever, it doesn't matter. And I know you're not, but still, just so you're aware. It's a one-time use, and it's good for about a year. Okay, Zuzu? You're so sweet, and I want to keep you in my hands forever. But oh my goodness. Somebody's really lovey right now. Like, super lovey. It's Zuzu. Z-U-Z-U. You are correct, Crochet. After Zuzu from It's a Wonderful Life. Little Zuzu's petals, huh? Okay, you want to go see your dad? I know, you're such a daddy's girl. There we go. Oh my goodness, she's getting big though. Okay, let's get back to it. So we will play another round of that in about half an hour. Hi, Jeremy. How have you been? You've been taking vitamin D this winter, and hubby and I have been cold flu free, even though all of our family have had it. Yeah, seriously, vitamin D is the way to go. I know, she's the She's not the cutest thing ever. I mean, she is, all my cats are the cutest thing ever, but she is so unique looking and so beautiful. People are just mesmerized by her. And she is kind of TK's cat. That is happening. And I don't mind. I mean, Gracie's pretty much my cat. Con is a mixture of both of our cats. Like, he's a mama's boy and a dad's bud. So it works out well. We each have 1.5 cats. We did have it for one hot second over here. I saw we had a small little bump. So Michaela, we did have a little small bump on our end. I don't know if the connection said it was off, but I saw the wheel spin. So let me know if it continues to be a problem. If it does, go ahead and refresh and see if that fixes it for you. Because other than that, it's been pretty healthy. I don't know if it went down, but we did get a little bit of a spin wheel. That's fine. Might have just been a little burp. You love how Zuzu's light-colored streak on her nose makes her look like she's wearing Groucho glasses. I like that it makes her look like she's a human stuck in a cat's face. Almost all tardy cats I have ever met are daddy's babies. Yeah, she is a sassy little thing, too. Oh my gosh. She's finally stopped hissing. Like, hissing was all she knew how to do. She'd get mad at me. She'd be like... And it wasn't angry hissing. She was just trying to learn how to talk. And I was like, that is not how we talk to each other. That is not how this works, kiddo. Hi, Forever Blessed. How are you? It's so good to see you. Little Brad, it's good to see you as well. Just hopped out of the shower, getting ready to play a card game with your daughter while tuning in. Hello, Little Brad's daughter. It's good to see you too. It might have been YouTube. Let me know if it gets better, Michaela. We're doing pretty well. Honestly, this is the first time I would say since my surgery on my mouth that it's been fairly easy to speak to people. I still have a little bit of a lisp. That's a thing. So we'll see what happens. Your old Tabby was a big mama's boy. Oh, Marie. I'm really curious to see what type of grown-up kitty she'll be. Like, you know, the sassy stuff is cute now while she's a kitten. I don't know how cute it'll be when she's a full-grown cat. Why is coffee so delicious, you guys? I think it's the best thing ever. So if you missed the show on Wednesday, we did not spin. We ended up carding some more fleece, right? And then we're going to start spinning that fleece probably this Wednesday, maybe. I might be due drop spinning this Wednesday. I haven't decided yet. But I thought I would share because not all of you saw it. This is what we were carding. So it is a superwash merino with little yellow nubbins in it. And basically I took 3 different colors of green, I blended them together, and I made these roll-ons. And so I have a bunch of these now. I don't even know, I have to weigh them. Like so. And then we'll start spinning these. And I don't know what we'll put them with, but they are going to be very interesting. The result will be very interesting. I'm very intrigued by it. Smelly Ellie Puppy has finally started barking, and she loves chewing on Stinky Kitty. I love the names for all your animals. Thank you, Forever. Every patient I had in Washington, Arizona had low vitamin D levels. Elizabeth, for sure. That's what my dad's doctor told him too. He's like, you living in Portland, it's guaranteed from basically all year round you have low vitamin D because we have, and I don't know if that's the case anymore because the weather has changed so much, you know, with climate control and everything, but climate change and everything. But basically year round he was lacking in vitamin D because Oregon, Portland in particular, is known for just having overcast skies all the time, even in the spring, sometimes in the summer, definitely in the fall and winter. What yarn winder do I use? Well, okay, worst nightmare. So when you ask what yarn winder I use, are you asking me to wind, what do I use as a Swift for putting my skeins on? What do I use as a ball winder for creating balls of yarn, or what do I use to spin my yarn on? I just want to confirm which one you're asking about before I give you an answer, because I have a lot of answers. Hi Joanne, how are you? Oh my gosh, it's so good to see everybody. The ball winder. Okay, so that's a great question. I have 2 ball winders. I have one that cost about 50 bucks, I think. I'm guessing TK got it for me for Christmas many years ago. when we were very, 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 very poor. He saved up a bunch of money to get it for me for Christmas, and I don't know where it is right now. It might be in the other room. But it's kind of an off-white color in red. It's very generic. Lots of people have that one. It's plastic. I've had that thing for over almost 10 years now. It is solid. It works like a top. I love it. It's reliable. It's lightweight. I can take it anywhere. And because it is fairly inexpensive, I don't freak out about it. I have Nancy's Knickknacks one up there right now. I very rarely use it because it's so bulky. I need a place to put it. It's very nice. It creates a very interesting ball, which I like. I think it's kind of cool. And when I can get it to work properly, it works very smoothly. It does not have the motor in it to make it a motorized ball winder. But that sucker, I got it used and I got it for like 200 bucks. They're very expensive. And I will be honest, between you and me, unless you're getting the motorized version, I don't know if it's worth the money, honestly. I mean, it's nice to have at some point when I have a place to create an area where I can just, you know, wind yarn and stuff. I will put it out and I will probably love it more than I do now. But I just don't know if I felt like it was worth the money. I'm not a fan of the really, really, really cheap ones that are like 20 bucks that, you know, your ball flings off them half the time. But I think a mid-grade one like I've got, that'll do you just fine. Knit Picks has a really great one. And their Swift is really nice too. That's the Swift I have. Winder. You're fine. I like to ball wind it. I like to think that ball wind it, the T is actually silent, so it's just ball wind. Bobby loves to nibble on my lips all the time, and she loves to nibble on mine and my boyfriend's dog Shira's ears. Find a good one, and the reviews on so many plastic ones are not good. I feel you on that. They are a ton of money. Crochet, you want to learn how to knit, but you're not sure where to start. You love crochet, but knitting looks fun to you. Okay. You guys know what? That is what we will do to start off with on Wednesday. We will do, because we haven't done one in a long time, I will do a very quick nitty-gritty. No, that's what we'll call it. We'll call it the nitty-gritty. We'll do a very quick nitty-gritty basics of knitting, and I will go over how to cast on with a basic long tail cast on. I will go over the stockinette stitch, and I will go over the purl stitch with all of you. So it's going to be a lot of repetition. We'll do it for the first part of the show, and then we'll go into drop spindles. So I'll show you guys how to do that. We'll have some basics going on that day. So we will do drop spindles, and we will teach you guys how to knit on Wednesday. That's what we'll do for that show. Ask and ye shall receive. In other words, crochet hooked. We've got you. We're going to help you learn how to knit. There's no you will be by Stitchable. It'll be great. You've had a plastic winder for years and you figured to upgrade to a nicer one when it kicked the bucket, but it's still kicking. Exactly. Like, they're amazing. The Knit Picks one for sure. Like, I've never had any problems with that one. I've used those before too. You have a stiff and noisy Swift. I think I can use beeswax to help. Yes, I agree, Kelly, especially if it's wooden. Yes. Sorry, I just got really surprising. Are Swift and ball winders from Amazon any good? Hey, TK. Do you know where my Swift and ball winder are? Are they in here? They're not in here. Not. Well, the wooden one's right there. It's going to be hard for you to get down, but I'd love to show that off. But I was looking for the Swift and the ball winder, and I don't know if I put them on the old desk or not. Oh, they're in Studio B by my new desk, because that's where I was winding stuff. I figured it out. He's going to try to grab them so I can show them off to you guys. Because TK's helpful. He's amazing. He gets some confetti. You love to crochet. So much knitting is a little harder. What? Let's start with the Swift. This is a Swift. For those of you who do not know, I'm going to actually do it this way. This is a Swift right here. This is what you take your skein of yarn, like this guy right here, and when you open up, this right here, you put this around this thing. So it attaches on the table right here. It's got a little vise type piece, right? So this gets bigger and small. Once it's attached on the table, you put your yarn around here and it pops open like that. And so your yarn sits on it. I don't know if I can get this on here right now because I don't have it attached to the table, but I'll try just for the sake of showing you guys what the heck I'm talking about. I don't want to do that right now. There we go. So it sits on there like that. And when the yarn is being wound onto a ball, or if you're balling it by hand, this spins and takes the yarn off of it, just like that. So that's how that works. These are pretty basic. You can get a plastic one with metal pieces on it. Anybody who has that and it works for them, that's fantastic, and I'm not knocking them. I don't recommend them. They're not my personal favorite. I know a lot of people have a hard time using them. This is from Knit Picks. It usually costs anywhere between $35 to $70 depending on if it's on sale, and they are frequently on sale. It gets better. They have it in black too. It's really cool. And then that one up there. This is the basic ball winder that I'm talking about. It also has a little clamp on it so that you can put it on your table. Your yarn goes in right here, like so. And then you go like this. And it wraps the yarn around this piece, which, by the way, does come off. And it pulls it off the Swift. And what's great about this is it creates a center pull cake. So I can pull my yarn from the center right here instead of having to pull it from the middle or from the outside. You could do either one. This is, what brand is this? I don't even know. I think it's Japanese, honestly. I don't know. Or from China. Oh, TK thinks it's a Chicago company. But this is a pretty standard ball winder. You'll find a lot of red and off-white ones that seems to be... He said it costs about $35 to $40. But once again, the Knit Picks one is great. This is the Nancy's Knit Knacks one. This thing is a beast. This will move around so you can figure out your tension that way. Your hook is right here. There's a place to connect the motor onto it if I wanted to make it motorized. And then this just moves like this. And it can, what's really great about this is if I have a very, very large skein of yarn, I can fit a lot of yarn onto this, which I can't on the other one. But because it's so bulky, and I have to have these massive vice clamps to go with it, I don't have it out very much because it takes a lot. But you can see that the bearing in it is really nicely weighted. It just moves really nicely. So there you go. Those are all three. Well, there's the two ball winders and then the Swift. I would really recommend, honestly, unless you are starting a business and you have to wind yarn all day long, just get a basic wooden Swift, a very basic ball winder. Hi, Crochet Hook. Oh, yeah, your Crochet Mom in Discord. Fantastic. There we go. You've seen that one at Michael's, yeah. You have yarn not used because you want to wind it, but you do not have a Swift or a winder. You're afraid to be using it without balling it up first. Crafty Ant. Crafty Ant, this is what I recommend for that. If you have the back of a chair, like a basic regular chair that's got one of those square backs, you can put the, if it's wide enough, you can put the skein of yarn on that. If you have a friend who's willing to hold it, you can have them do that. You can wind the yarn from there with your hands. If you don't have any of those things, if you bought the yarn in a shop, the local yarn shop frequently will let you go in and they will wind the yarn for you. If the yarn isn't from your local yarn shop, you can inquire if they're willing to go ahead and ball the yarn for you. Sometimes they'll do it for like a $5 fee. So that's an option too. But I do recommend at some point investing in, I don't tell people to invest in knitting or crochet tools other than like yarn and hooks and needles usually, because you can always get away without them. But if you're going to invest in something aside from those, I really recommend investing in a ball winder and a Swift, especially a Swift. You can get by without a ball winder. A Swift is so helpful for skeins. You don't get them all knotted up and stuff. Coming tomorrow, so excited, making a sweater with Michaela, that's very exciting. Oh my gosh. My boyfriend, I'll just use his arms to help cake up yarn. Exactly. So yeah, if you can only afford to buy one, I recommend getting the Swift over the ball winder. You use your feet and typically ball your yarn. Miriam, that is amazing. You are my new hero tonight. Congratulations. You have FOMO. Does anyone remember watching Big Comfy Couch and she held the yarn for her grandmother? I don't, but that is a very That was a very common thing for people with their grandparents. You got a ball winder to Swift just recently. You're using your feet to hold your yarn and your legs hurt. Oh, you guys, you poor things. Hi, Polly. You used to bring your Swift and ball winder to your friend's house. We would have a windy night because yeah, I used to do that with my Wisdom Queen, actually. Didn't have one for a while. And then her friend, or our friend, Omega Princess, who doesn't come in here very often anymore, she also did not have one. She might still not. We would have winding nights. Or if we would go to like fiber festivals and they were overnight and we were crashing together, I'd bring my ball winder and Swift so that we could ball up all of our new yarn goodies. Owlcrafty, that's perfect. Yeah, if you want it, get it. Like, seriously, that's a great price for it. Definitely get it. If you're talking about the off-white and red one, that's pretty standard. And the Woolery is pretty great. Oh, forever. I feel you on that one. Just kind of wings right by, doesn't it? It was really funny. Okay, so I crashed at my friend's house. We had a full gaming weekend, right? I crashed at my friend's house on Saturday. We played on Saturday, played on Sunday, and then this morning I just hung out with a few of my friends. Like, I didn't even get out of my pajamas until like 3 o'clock. So I get on the road at 3 to come home. And my friends live in Portland, so we live in Salem. It's a little bit of a trek. It's like 45, 50 miles. And I'm sitting there on the freeway. I'm like, why is traffic so shitty? Because I make this drive all the time, and it's never like this. And it occurs to me, it's Monday at 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm in the middle of rush hour traffic. Not everybody has the day off like I do. So I had to deal with rush hour traffic today. I haven't had to deal with that in a very long time, and I don't miss it. But you're not sure of the quality. Yeah, I would definitely go with a, in this case, I would go with if you're going to go for a ball winder, I would definitely go with, well, honestly, a ball winder or a Swift. I would go with a site that is specifically designed for fiber art tools. I would not risk that one. You are better than the tools that you buy, right? Like, you know, your talent is endless. However, there are certain tools that are made to make your life easier, not just to do the job, but to make your life easier, such as a Swift and a ball winder. And if you get crappy tools for that, it's going to make your life harder instead of easier. If you get a Swift that doesn't stay up and collapses constantly, then you're going to have a whole lot of knotted yarn that you will either have to spend hours unknotting, or you will have wasted money on it, which is unfortunate. And it certainly does not make your craft more fun. It actually kind of makes it unfun. We don't want that. You run a game weekend. So we don't do three-day weekends usually, obviously. And we haven't had a full-on game weekend for months because of the holidays. But generally, I have a few of them. I game every Saturday and Sunday normally. When I say normally, how do I put that? Okay, so the goal is to game on Saturdays and Sundays, with the knowledge that most of the time one of those will either get canceled or will be remote, so on and so forth. So I would say at least half the time we get to actually game in person on Saturdays and Sundays. And it's cool because TK is really chill about it. Like, it means he gets some chill hangout time for himself. He can do whatever he wants. I get to go see my friends, play silly tabletop RPGs. Our DM gets to stress me out to the point that I'm like, I hate you so much. Oh, that's a great point. TK just came in to remind me that we have just a few minutes until our next round of the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups, you guys. It's 7:07. That means you have 8? No. 7 plus 7 is 14. Yeah, 8 minutes until the next round. I can math. I'm good at math. I'm not really good at math. Ooh, the Stanwood. Yeah. It was Martin Luther King Day for sure. Your talent is endless. Gotta start to finish. Hi, Left. How are you? So we went, speaking of game, it was very stressful. our characters had to go back 50 years in time to try to do to get a thing that we needed. We thought that was the easiest way to go about it. Long story short, we clearly stepped on a butterfly somewhere because we came home to a hot mess. Right now, there are meteors coming down on all of our ally cities. My character's trying to save her family and just got crushed inside. She didn't get crushed, but she is trapped inside an underground tunnel under their home as meteors are coming down and water is filling in the tunnel. So it's a lot of junk going on. They're like, we got to go back and fix it. I'm like, I watched this movie. It was not a good movie, but it did not have either way. The ending basically, there was no good ending to it. You can't fix it. Oh, story time. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. It's good to see everybody.
Thank you for being a friend.
Ooh, what game is it, leftmost? Math is hard. I'm the real JK tonight since I'm spinning at the desk. I love it, Jasmine. Where do you purchase your winders and swifts? Okay, so you know what? Let's have a little bit of we're gonna have a field trip. So we're gonna go to Nitpicks. And we're gonna go to the Woolery. These are gonna be the two options that I throw out there because they're usually the ones I go to. Okay, so let me see how I would make this work. There you go. We are at Nitpicks. Nitpicks is a great place to shop for middle of the line yarn, and you know they've got, when I say middle of the line, I mean price wise, yarn, tools, all of those things. So if we're looking for tools, we're going to come down here. We're going to go to see more. Let's see, we want to see their, oh, their swifts are right here. So here's their yarn swifts. It's $49.99. The Onyx one is usually $80 and it's on sale for $40 right now. It's very hard to see because their pictures are terrible, but it's just like mine is that I just showed you, except for it's black wood instead. Here are some little pictures you can see of everything. It's got 5 stars, and then this is the birch one. Same thing. Right now they are the same price. That gives you a little bit of a better picture though. So that's the Swift. And then here's their yarn ball winder. Theirs is not red and off-white because their colors are purple. It is purple, but it's basically the same ball winder, you guys. And I've never heard any bad things about it. And there's your directions for use and so on and so forth. And that's what your ball of yarn looks like when it's been wound up. And this goes for $20 is all. So I mean that's a really great price. You can buy their basic winding station for $75, and that comes with the birch or the black, the onyx. And what that comes with is you get your Swift, you get your ball winder, which is already $40, $50, $60. That's already $65 worth of stuff right there. And then for the extra $10, you end up with a wooden yarn bowl. That's actually a really, really great deal. So, so that's an option for you as well. And then here it is with the onyx color. So I'm going to guess that the yarn bowl is also dark. It is. It doesn't look like it is, but it's like a dark mahogany or something. So that's it comes in both colors and they're the same price. Heading over to the Woolery. Hi, Handmaid. How are you? Disappear. It's good to see you. I'm going to save that website. Heading over the Woolery. This gets a little spendier. The Woolery has a lot of stuff, you guys. Anything fiber arts you can think of, they're going to have it. They have wheels, they have drop spindles, they have fiber, they have prep tools, they have it all. So we're going to just look here and see what we've got. Spinning, fiber, felting, you can crochet. It might be under here. Notions. It's so hard to decide where you're going to be. We'll start here. Tools and accessories. Knitting and crochet. So you have the Ashford yarn ball winder for $249. It's way more ball winder than anybody but a store needs, quite frankly. They have a small wooden Swift for $60. It's very similar to the one at Nitpicks. I believe that the piece on the bottom, this is all wood though. So your piece that goes on the bottom, right here, it's wood instead of that piece of metal on mine. I don't really think there's much of a difference, honestly. Here is a yarn winder and Swift combo for $135. And this ball winder looks much more similar to the one I have. Let's see here. Yep, right here. Yarn ball winder, $45. So this is over double the price of the one at Knitpicks is. I'm pretty sure this is probably the one that TK got me. You will not let me click on the picture, will you? It's pretty basic, pretty simple. They don't all do the same job, but these two are, I mean, they're both good ball winders. So you can go with either one of those. You're not going to get free shipping here unless you have your orders over $150. So this is woolery.com, and then Knitpicks is knitpicks.com. And those are the two places that you can find those. That I would recommend looking for those two things. There we go. Look at that. You guys got to see some cool stuff. Let's get back to it. The purple is such a better color too. Exactly. Right, Cat Jen? That's not bad for the price at all. Yeah, that's an amazing price. I've never had an issue. Miranda, perfect. Yeah. You got that bundle went on sale. Can recommend for sure. You got the Onyx Swift. Okay, yeah, you guys, I'm just going to say it. Go through Knitpicks because it's a great deal. It's such a better deal. Wood knitting needles from them are great. My set is lasted. So my mom, the first set of interchangeable needles, she's got the Chagus like I do now. I talked her into them. But the first set of knitting needles she ever got that were interchangeable were the Knitpicks one. And she got the really pretty wooden ones. And the first few times she used them, one of the tips came off. And so she got a hold of Knitpicks, and they didn't even question her about it. They're like, she goes, I can glue it back on. And they said, yeah, go ahead and glue it back on and file it down if you want to. It should work, but we're still going to send you a new set just so you've got it. Don't worry about it. And not a full set, but they sent her new tips. And every time she's had a set of tips break, and it happens from time to time, even when it's been her fault, they've always replaced them. So their customer service is pretty stellar. And they're local, I mean, to Oregon. Catastrophe is not wrong about that. So if you have the luxury of having a local yarn shop nearby, that is even a better idea. Definitely support your local yarn shop. If it's nearby and you can afford to do it, hop in there and see if they've got a Swift or a ball winder you can use. And the best part of that is they'll probably let you test it out first to see if you like it. That's okay, Marie. It's still good to see you. What's the Etsy store? $34 for the Swift. They also have some yarn accessories. Draka, that's amazing. But you wore it out, not a product issue. Yeah, Jasmine goes through lots of yarn, so that does not surprise me at all. Your first interchangeables knit and craft were Knitpicks wooden too. Perfect for your first years of knitting, especially because wood is so sticky, right? Like, I really do recommend bamboo or wooden needles for people who are just learning how to knit because your stitches don't fly off of them. They stick with it, which is really important. It keeps things from getting frustrating. Time for the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups, kiddos. Let's have our second round. Let's see who the winner is going to be tonight. Would you ever spray paint a ball winder? I wouldn't recommend it because it's a tool and it's constantly getting friction on it. You don't want to get that paint off on your yarn or your hands or anything like that. So, no, I wouldn't personally recommend it. Let's see who the winner is. Your worst nightmare, congratulations. I'm going to choke on what I'm drinking. You are our next contestant on the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. Okay, you guys all know what's on this wheel. We've talked about it. I don't need to go over it again. There's good stuff. There's bad stuff. I feel it in my heart of hearts. Worst nightmare. It's going to be a dream come true. See what I did there? Ha ha! It's a terrible joke. Blinky roll! Congratulations!
Congratulations, you're a winner!
Okay, let me get back to the wheel for a second. Wheel, thank you very much. We'll see you in just a little bit. You never fail to amaze me.
See you later, alligator.
Okay, so I have to find the right button. I don't know what's on here. We're about to find out. Nope, nope, nope. He might have taken it off of here. So I might not have... Yeah. Imagine that a Blinky comes down and goes, oh, because I don't actually have that image right now. For those of you who don't know what the hell Blinky is, because this doesn't happen very often, I love D&D. I love tabletop role-playing games. That's a better way to put that right now. This is a D20, for those of you who don't know what the hell it is. That's okay, don't worry about it. We've named it Blinky because when it rolls a natural 20, it blinks. Blinky's a dick. I'm just going to let you know that up front. If I roll a natural 20, worst nightmare, you win one of these skeins of yarn right here. We have fingering weight As You Wish. We have fingering weight Forest Park. We have fingering weight Tales from St. Olaf. And we have fingering weight Really Naked Balrog right now. All great colors. You get to choose. We will send it to you free of shipping and handling costs. It's on us to you. I just have to roll a 20. You want to blow on it? How often do I get to say that? Oh, wait. It tickled my hand. Okay, let's see if that did it. Let's see if TK's breath is the magic thing we need for natural 20s. Hold on, I need to get back here.
Game over.
It's an 11. The good news is, my dear, it means you are still eligible to play again on the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Up, so you're not going to be put on the list for the next 2 weeks. But unfortunately, you did not win any yarn. I don't know, Blinky. Why are another 11? Why are you a jerk? When we go to a 12. Yeah. We have to have words. I don't know. Maybe you need to go in timeout and I need to get the other Blinky out. Anyway, thank you so much for playing the game. We appreciate it. We will be back with the wheel again in half an hour or so. But in the meantime, guys, guess what time it is?
It's time to stretch.
That's right. That's that time. It's time to stretch. Don't lie to me. I know not a lot of you didn't work today, but some of you worked. But I know you all did something repetitive with your body, and we need to stretch that out. It's really important. So don't go away just because we get into the boring stretches. We're going to go ahead and start with our necks this time. So I want you to turn your head entirely as far as you can to one side. And then I want you to take your hand and gently just push your chin with your hand just a little bit further. And when you do this, you can breathe in. And then when you push, breathe out like so. And you're extending that air outside of your body. And it should help you push your neck just a little bit further. Try to sit up straight when you do it too. I'm terrible about that. Okay. We're going to go the other way now. Like so. Ooh, I can feel all the pops in my neck. This is not my best look, by the way. I'm well aware of that. Okay. I'm going to like this. This. Kind of roll your neck a few times if you want to. I have so many poppies in my neck. It's terrible. Okay, so now we're going to... Hi, Aries. We're going to extend our hand out, wave to everybody, and bring it across our chest. You can hold it with your other hand, like so. And kind of let your shoulders try to relax. I tend to hunch mine up. You want to kind of let them relax. Once again, make sure you're sitting up straight. TK taught me a trick where you can sit on the edge of your seat, and it kind of helps you to keep your back straight because you have to sit on the ball of your butt. 3 Red Bulls and a coffee. Holy shit. Right here. No problem, Nightmare. We're going to come right across. Like so. You know, I was doing so well. Minding what I ate and being active and everything. And then I had this weekend and I did not do any of that this weekend. But I'm back at it tomorrow. Okay, so now, because of what we do on the show, we really primarily focus on our hands and our forearms and our shoulders and, you know, our arms, fingers, all that kind of stuff. But if you are somebody who works with your legs, your feet, whatever it is that you do that it really needs work, that's what you should be stretching. So make sure you do that. I'm going to go ahead and stretch my forearm right here. So I'm going to come forward or this way rather. I'm going to come backwards like this and really get that stretch along here. We're all good. You did your stretching once you got home from getting your boyfriend from work, not picked up your yarn. That's okay. It never hurts to stretch more, Marie, but you don't have to. Oh, it feels so good. We're going to do the other side. The only stretching I've done in the past 3 days is stretching that happens when I'm sleeping. Oh, yeah. And now we're going to come forward. I know we spend a lot of focus on those forearms. That's because that's where my problem children are, honestly. Or in my wrists, my forearms, my elbow. I didn't break my elbow. I just ripped the tendons and the nerves and stuff along it, didn't I? Just. Okay, that was a long time ago, but still. Now I'm going to take my hand like so. I'm going to bring it forward, and I should feel that stretch right here. So good. Just hold it there for a second. Maybe breathe. Watch your breathing. Now we're going to do it with the other hand. Yeah, and if you're not stretching, this is really a great time to hit that like button. It really does help us out a lot. And remember, you guys, this is the year of sharing. So don't just hit that like button. Make sure you share with your friends. Throw that URL out to people. Be like, hey, I think you'll really like this show. We're going to go the other way now. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button, also a really great time. We do a subscriber giveaway every month. Clearly, we give out stuff during the show for subscribers because you can only be eligible to play Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups if you're a subscriber. Okay, go ahead and roll your wrists. Get that all worked out. We're going to go ahead and go to our workspace. Lay our palms down flat like so. We're going to do yoga for our fingers. Get a monster and 2 coffees and you're still tired. Oh my gosh. Can't do stretches tonight since you got stitches in your... Oh no, Cassandra, that's terrible. What happened? And then we're going to go the other way. And then just start rolling those fingers. Your pointer fingers, your middle fingers, your ring fingers, your pinky fingers. I think I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Legs out. You'll be taking Shira on a nice hike near your home, and there's a hiking spot behind the gas. You know what I should do? I think I'm going to start a stretch group or something, or maybe a health group. We'll do something in Discord, but I want you guys to be able to share your favorite stretches. I want you to be able to share little victories for like physical health and stuff that you're proud of, and I want us to be able to be supportive of that. What do you think? And it can be, I mean, it is in no way an expectation for people to do stuff. I just want you guys to be able to support each other in your endeavors to be healthier, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Oh no, that's terrible. I hope it gets better soon. And then just shake those out. Oh yeah. Blah, 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 blah. I always end up losing my ring at that point. And that's it. That's all we got to do. We're all stretched. So we can get back to our knitting, our crochet, our weaving, our spinning, which is what JK is doing. If you're just joining us, welcome. It's so great to see you. We're thrilled you're here with us. Once again, just a quick reminder to subscribe to the show and share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your knitting group, your crochet group, or your local yarn shop. And make sure you hit the like button as well. It really helps us out. It grows this community, which is exciting, and it's really what we're looking for, right? The more, the merrier. Said it was clean cut so it'll heal. That's good. That's very good. I cut my finger. Where did I do that? I think it's right here. On a bagel knife, cutting open a bagel, 3 days before TK and I got married. When I was at work, my boss at the time was like, it's fine, just stick a band-aid on it and put some pressure on it. And so I did. It's not fine. It was the tip of my finger. I eventually had to leave work and go to the hospital. I didn't have insurance at the time. It cost me a lot of money. And the hospital was like, you should have been in here 3 hours ago when we could have actually put stitches in. Now we can only super glue it. Congratulations. So to that boss, I say, fuck you. I don't work there anymore, so I can do that. Have you got a loom for weaving yet, BK? No, I don't. Not yet, Kelly. I should start looking into like small table looms, or at the very least, I want to look into maybe one of those wall loom projects, you know, for the tapestries you can make. Just get a project and see how we like it. Thought it would be a good project for us all to work on. Play some Elden Ring. Aries, there's no problem with that. TK plays video games all the time while we do the show. I mean, he watches the show too, but he's always playing video games. Oh boy, lucky you didn't rub dirt on it, right? Yeah, it's amazing the mindset some of our parents had or grandparents had as far as wounds go and things that happened to us when we were kids or our parents were kids. I'm amazed half of us are still alive, honestly. I've written about, You tell everyone about Boss Kitty and also about Alt Knots, and they love your videos and all. Oh my gosh, Marie, thank you. That's really sweet. I know Kayla would love that too. That's amazing. And yeah, if you haven't checked Alt Knots out, you definitely should head over to her show. She's amazing. She does lots of shorts and stuff. She dropped a video last week that I was kind of digging. It was just basically chill music while she was sitting there using her her knitting machine, which I thought was kind of neat. You know, it's just a music video basically. I was supposed to get one for the holidays. No, I got a blending board for the holidays is what I got. We had discussed picking one up after the holidays. It just hasn't happened yet. I got myself a spinning wheel before the holidays. We got a blending board for spinning. And TK has finally acquiesced and said, yes, you know, we need to get more fiber art hobbies in the house for our Wednesday shows. So I'm working on it. Warmish cloth was the cure to everything, right? Exactly. Warm cloth. What's stuff in the brown bottle? Peroxide. So much peroxide. And Neosporin with a band-aid. That'll fix anything. A warm washcloth, yep. So, your boyfriend does that super glue thing and you always freak out. Tell him to see a doctor, but he always says they'll glue it up anyway. He's not wrong. A lot of the time, that's all they're going to do. So I won't get into too much detail about it because I don't know what people's squeam levels are. But when I was a child, I was climbing a tree and I was hanging upside down on it by like a monkey and I fell out of the tree. There's a nail in the tree and part of my foot got caught on it. And so I lost, if this is my foot and this is my big toe right here, on the knuckle of my next toe, that's where the nail got caught and it cut the skin open right here all the way down to the bone because there's not a lot of fatty tissue there. And I was screaming. I ran home. My grandmother, she's like, we'll just put peroxide on it, it'll be fine. She just dumped peroxide on it, cleaned it out, stuck a band-aid on it, told me not to walk for a few hours. I mean, I'm clearly not dead. I didn't have to amputate my foot or my toes. It's fine. I do have a little bit of scars still there, but they probably wouldn't have been able to do anything at the doctor's anyway, honestly. Because you're in the hospital if your head hurts too much. Brittany, here. Ooh, I haven't checked out Tiffany Hansen yet. Michaela, thank you. I'm going to have to check that one out. TK, write down Tiffany Hansen. Stat, get on it. Yeah, it hurt a lot. I could go into some great cringe-worthy detail, but I do know we have some squeamish people on here, and I'm going to respect that and not do that. Plus, I know we have kiddos that watch from time to time, and it's bad enough I swear with them around. Kids, use me as an example of what not to do. Listen to your parents. But did you die? Exactly, Sandra. You're fine. You didn't die. It's fine. Okay. BK has 4 toes from peroxide soaking. Miranda, exactly right. That's why I walk a little weird. Once I was going to be a dancer, and now that can never be. Just rub dirt on it, right? I think TK accidentally dumped some lye. Was that what it was? I don't remember. On his leg when he was a little boy. And the scar on his leg is still substantially large. Like it's not a small scar. And you look at it, I'm like, okay, well, I mean, it's not a huge space. And then he points out to me that the scar has not grown in size, but it's happened when he was very little, so he has grown in size. And when you think about that, you think about the age he was, the scar is actually about the size of this poor little boy's upper leg. So I can only imagine what that must have felt like. Hi, Emily, how are ya? So glad to have you here. You do still do peroxide in the ear when you have an earache. Works like a charm. I've never tried that. Industrial lye. That's right. And you freaked out because you didn't want to get in trouble, and then you poured water on it, right? Because it burned, and you're like, oh, water, and you poured water, and that made it worse. it's huge. It's not a huge, like I said, it's not a huge scar now, but I can only imagine that it was ginormous when he was a little boy, because he wasn't that old. I think you're like 7 or 8. So for us, he wins the award for biggest owie. You just got home from work. Very nice. Well, we're glad that you've decided after work to hang out with us. That's one of the highlights of my day. You flew over the handlebars of your bike, brained yourself on a rock. Looked like a growing horn. Definitely concussed. Got an ice pack. So, I was also on the, well, I didn't go over the handlebars. I was sitting on the handlebars of my best friend's bike when I was like 6. And she went over a rock and lost control, and my foot got caught in the spoke of her front tire. That's where this started. And then I got flung over across the handlebars. My foot got unhooked from it, but she went down, and I went straight into the blackberry bush, like right into it. And so my mom, oh my God, she had to, I think my foot was sprained. It wasn't broken or anything, but it was bruised up really bad. She had to get all these blackberries off my body, and then she like dumped me in some baking soda bathtub, basically. And she's like, just sit in that until you feel better. Apparently that works. I don't know. I mean, once again, I'm still alive. Emily, what a great question. So we're doing a make along. If you head over to our Discord, it's still, you can still become a part of it if you want to. It's just, so for us, our make alongs are pretty vague. We pick a few patterns for each option, but there's usually about 10 patterns you can choose from. 5 or 6 of them are going to be knitting. 5 or 6 of them are going to be crochet. In this case, I decided to do the lay poof. And I've got the body done. I'm working on the collar right now. You can kind of see it right here. And it's got this really neat fade that goes on. So there it is. And then here, and it's kind of a little bit of a crop. I made mine a little bit longer, and it's called the lay poof because the sleeves themselves poof out at the end a little bit. Hi Matt, how are you? Your live stream, you're new to knitting, and all your new friends have told me to check out your yarning content. That is the best thing ever.
Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, that makes me so excited that I just punched my fucking microphone. Well, welcome. We're thrilled you're here with us. So you're new to knitting, yeah? That's what you said? Jimmy is a burn survivor. Hold on one second, guys. You are new to knitting. So, Matt, just so you're aware, and for everybody else who just popped in here, on Wednesday, it's been somebody, Crochet Hook said that they wanted to learn how to knit. So on Wednesday's show, we're going to start it off. We're going to do the nitty gritty, basically. So I'm going to teach people, or I'm going to show off how to do a long tail cast on. We're going to show off what the knit stitch looks like and how to do that. And we're going to show off how to do the purl stitch. I'll try to throw some tips and tricks out there for you guys to help with that. I'll show you places where you might think that you're doing something wrong and you're absolutely not. And then I'll show you some things that you might be doing that aren't necessarily wrong, but are making it harder on your life. So we'll go over those things, and then we will focus on drop spindling, because I know you guys have really, really wanted to check that out. So I'll teach you guys, there's not much to teach with it, but I'll show you the basics of drop spindles as well. And quite honestly, between you and me, I don't know much more about drop spindles other than the basics, because I'm not a huge drop spindler. I much prefer my wheel. Ooh, that was a lot. You're always barefoot as a child, so one time you went to a playground near your house and got 3-inch. No. BK does the make along end at the 1st or the 31st of May. Yes, it ends on the, well, technically, let me think here for a second. November, December, October, November, December, January, February, April. No, we started in November, right? November, December, January, February, March, April. So it would end May 1st. The first show in May would be when we would do the giveaway. I think, or maybe, so it'll end at the end of April. The first 2 shows in May, I think, will be showing off the finished projects so people can see them and vote on them. if we're doing voting. I think we're doing voting. And then we'll do the giveaway halfway through May, I think is how we'll do that. But yes, you have that 6-month block. So if you feel like you can't join the make-along because you don't have enough time, it's a 6-month make-along. We try to give everybody plenty of time, mostly because I'm greedy and I want to make more than one sweater. So you have plenty of time. You still have part of January, February, March, April. You got like 4 months, 3.5 months. You could make a sweater in that time. I guarantee it. So yeah, definitely head over to Discord, type !Discord. I will actually take you guys over there real quickly to just show off some of the options that we have, because why the hell not? It's called Fall Winter MAL for Make Along. And if you go to the top here, I'm just going to pop this open real quick so you can see what the heck I'm talking about. So if you come up here to the very, very top, right here, there's this pinned, and it says pin messages. Click on that message because there's so much content in here, you're not going to be able to get to the top very well. And then there's a message right here that says, please choose from any of the following, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. I mean, read it, feel free. But really what you want to do is you want to hit this button that says jump. It's going to take you to the very top, which is where you want to be for this. So we have how many? Like 5 crochet patterns and 5 knitting patterns. There might be a few more. I don't remember. But we've got the Fancy Bones cardigan right here. These are the crochet. We've got the Fields cardigan. We've got the Granny hexagon cardigan, which if I can get through this lay poof, this is the other one I'm making. I have a thing for cropped poofy sleeved cardigans right now. I don't know what that's about, but I'm really digging them. We have the Reminisce sweater pattern. I really wanted to pick some cardigans that had, in crochet, that had rib stitch, because crochet rib stitch is really neat, and a lot of people don't know they can do that. Oh, there's Kat Jensen, that's okay. We do a MAL every 6 months. So yes, there's going to be one every 6 months that gives us a nice solid project to work on the show, and as a community, we can support each other and people learn new things. The Mezzo cardigan has been a really popular one. I know Knit and Craft is making a second one at this point. It's gorgeous. I got a little color work crochet in here, so we have a dandelion crop pattern. And then we get into the knitted patterns. We have the Comfort Fade Cardi by Andrea Mowry. That's really popular. There's the Hintermost pattern, which is a lot of color work, and I believe there's some steeking in there. I know there's been some problems with this pattern, so knitter beware. But I do know Knit and Craft got through it, and it was beautiful. Joining Bees and Things pattern. It's got a lot more. It's got steeking in it as well. We've got the Sinister Cardigan, which has cats on it. We have the Bubble cardigan. I know at least 2 people who are making that. One of them, Wisdom Queen, is making it out of the Toil and Trouble box set, and it looks phenomenal. By the way, you have 5 minutes until the next round of Wheel Goodies and Goof Most. We'll go over that in a second. And then here's the Lay Poof, which is what I'm making right now. Mine is a little longer than this. I might change that later. I don't know. But really, it's all about the sleeves on this. And then you can see, like, this goes on forever. There's so much support and interest and people helping choose colors. There's people just, like, these are gorgeous. We just cheer each other on. We give honest advice. We've had some people who have had some problems with some issues. And, you know, we've come back in and we've been like, yeah, this is how you should fix that. So definitely check it out. Even if you can't do it this time around, really just kind of be a voyeur then, because it's really fun and inspiring to watch, and I definitely believe that it will make you want to be part of our next make-along. That was very winded, I'm sorry. I am too, Rishana. We do 2 a year, yeah. This will be my project. Emily, yes! I'm so glad to hear it. That makes me so excited. Hi, Sierra, how are you? You and your boyfriend are having a craft night tonight, so Elden Ring will have to wait. I love it, Aries. The cats aren't they? Oh my gosh, Kat Jensen, they're so cute. I'm on the wrong thing. There we go. Does it have to be one of those patterns? I just bought a crochet book with sweaters and patterns in it. So you can make any sweater you want, and we will be supportive. In order to submit it for the gift card that is at the end, we do like a $50 gift card at the end. Or we give away a $50 gift card to the people who have been a part of it at the end. In order to be eligible for that, you have to do one of the ones that that was recommended. That's the only stipulation for that one. And your pattern does not have to be, your cardigan does not have to be finished for you to submit it at the end. It really just has to be one of those 10 patterns. But you're, like I said, you're still, if you're making a sweater or something and you're like, can I consider myself part of the make along? Absolutely. Post pictures in there. Show us the pattern you're using. You know, we'll help you pick colors if you want. If you're having problems measuring yourself, that's come up before. We'll help you with that. You know, there's a lot of support that you get out of this group, which is the best part of this community. Love it, Cassandra. Sierra Stitch, you're doing okay. You've been cranking out dangly teddy bear bag charms the last few days. You're finally working on one for me now. I am doing great. I had oral surgery last week. That went really well. TK and I are getting ready to, well, I'm getting ready to dye up some yarn of those speckles for the yarn, for the grab bags. We're getting ready to do our Doctor Who box set for the spring, which I'm really excited about, you guys. Yeah, there's a lot going on, so it's gonna be a good year for us. That's okay. You know what, Matt? A hat is a great place to start. The first project I ever knit was a pair of fingerless gloves, and they were flat. I knit them flat, and they were in a Ravenclaw color because I was all about Ravenclaw. And I thought for sure these were going to be the most spectacular looking things ever. And they were the jankiest gloves known to mankind. Like one, the hole for my thumb was like this big. One was really tight. One came up to here. There were holes in the other one. I don't have them anymore. And I wish more than anything in the world that I still had this project so that new knitters that I teach or new knitters that come in here, crocheters too, that they could see that, because they look at this and they're like, you're so good at this. I'm like, yeah. Most people don't start out being exceptional at knitting or crochet. So don't ever feel overwhelmed by it. I bet your hat looks phenomenal. In fact, Matt, you know what? We have a show and tell, and we're coming up on it here pretty soon. If you go into our Discord, there's a show and tell section. You can post a picture of your hat or any other work in progress, finished object. And it doesn't have to be fiber related. Anything that you've created that you're proud of, we want to see it and be supportive. So feel free to head over there, any of you, and do that. The rule is 1 post per person. You can have up to 3 different pictures in there. They can be different projects. It can be your family. It can be photography. It can be food. I don't care. We just want to see part of your life. And that happens well, it's about to happen here real soon, actually. So right now, we're going to go into the Wheel of Goodies and Give 'em Ups, and then we will go into Show and Tell. So, just so you're all aware. Here we are. Last round, my loves. It's time for Wheel of Goodies and Give 'em Ups. Final round of the evening. I agree, Michaela. All my little false starts when exactly. Lillian, that's a great way to look at it. Did I type that right? No, I did not. There we go. Do you have an idea of what month the set will be? Oh my gosh, I don't at the moment. TK might have a better idea of that. Probably, I want to say May just to be safe. He'll probably want to say April. Elizabeth McInnes, congratulations. You are our final contestant this evening. Where's my thing? On the Wheel of Goodies and Give 'em Ups. I was postponing so I could get that open for you. Let's get that wheel out. Hi, Wheel. How are you? Since we have new people in here, once again, by the way, we're going to go over the wheel again. This is the beautiful Wheel of Goodies and Give 'em Ups. There's good stuff, there's bad stuff. We have Blinky Rolls, which is with the D20. We've got Adject Animal Sounds. We've got Dad Jokes. We've got Ravelry Patterns for $5 and $10. We've got merch codes, which are buttons and stickers. We've got free shipping, domestic and international. We've got Yarn Tarot. We have Game Over on there too, but we don't want to talk about that. So there's lots of cool stuff on here. So we're Elizabeth. We're going to go ahead and spin this wheel. I'm going for 3 for 3 tonight, okay? That's my goal. Wheel, don't fail me. You get free shipping. Congratulations. That's the second free shipping tonight.
Congratulations, you're a winner.
Going out of business. Not really. It's no big deal. So your free shipping code, like I said, is international or national, or international or domestic. It will last for up to a year. And that'll work on your next Boss Kitty purchase. So go ahead and head into Discord, message me, let me know what your email address is, and I will get that free shipping code out to you. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for being a supporter of Boss Kitty Live and part of our community. We really appreciate it. Wheel, I will see you on Wednesday.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay. So before we head into show and tell really quickly, I just want to thank our patrons for everything that they do for us. So we do have a Patreon. You can head over there. It's patreon.com/bosskitty. And we have 3 different tiers there. It starts at as low as $5, and you get some really cool stuff. You get early access to box set releases, new colorways, grab bags, things like that. Our top tier gets a free shipping code that they get to use. We have flash sales that people are able to attend that are just for some of our tiered patrons. And then, of course, we also have things like the Fleece to Finished project, which is continuing on the 28th. So if you haven't checked out our Patreon, definitely head over there just to take a look. It's free to do that. But we love you all and we really appreciate it. If you didn't see your name on there, never fear. I will be getting that updated tonight because I know we just got some new patrons in the last few days. So thank you for those new people as well. There we go. Okay, you guys, it is time for us to head into...
Time to clean up.
Maybe I should actually have show and tell up when I do that, by the way. The worst. I'm getting used to it. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there. Okay. You submitted to show and tell today. Yay, Sierra! I'm so excited to see it. I'm supposed to find a pattern. You were, Jasmine. You got to tell me what it's going to be, for sure. Okay, so we're going to start with Michibi. Meet Pippi, my dog sweater model. Oh my god, how glamorous. Not my dog, I wish. I made this for a friend. Isn't she the cutest? Pippi is a natural. Oh my goodness. Look at the... She's so cute. She does not look impressed. I really like the collar on this piece. You can kind of see here the multicolors in there. It's so adorable. Okay, and here it is in all its glory. Love it. I also love this little picture of this kiddo right there. I have no idea who it is, but it's really cute. So good. I love show and tell too, Rashana. Rashana! Dental work is done and I can have gum again. So I got some of my favorite clove gum to celebrate. Oh my gosh, I love clove gum. Clove gum and licorice gum are my favorite. It came to this beautiful tin. The second picture is my older brother got me some Chigu Tunshin crochet hooks. I didn't know they made them. Oh, now I'm gonna have to check out this. That's the gum I get. It's so tasty. I love the tin. They're beautiful. Congratulations. They look just like my knitting needles, but in crochet form. So I've never done this type of crochet before. I'm going to have to look it up because I'm super curious about it. Crochet Mom, my new sweater, no pattern. I just had an idea. Ruby the big potato telling me to stop working at my sully boy who's very cute and knows it. I love patterns that have no pattern and are just an idea. Like those types of creations are the best. This is super cute. I love the design on it and I love the colors that you used. Hello, Ruby. Your potato is as adorable as my potato. My potato's name is Khan, and he is an 8-year-old tabby cat. Look at this face, though. Oh, my goodness. It's so cute. And Sully, where are... Oh, that face. All the animals are so adorable tonight. You guys know how much I love animals. You know I'm a sucker for them. Thank you so much. Hold on. I have a little bit of need for water. There we go. Just tall enough. Let's see here. Casa, the queen is helping me make a poncho and enjoying BK Live. Yes, she has resting bitchy face. Do you know what's amazing about this? You call her the queen. I'm sure you know this. It looks like she has a crown on her head. For a hot second, I thought she did. She is gorgeous. Like, bitchy resting face and all. All the fur babies are great. Leftmost in your food. I made a sour and spicy Napa cabbage salad this weekend. Szechuan pepper, chili oil, rice vinegar, soy sauce, sesame oil, garlic, green onion, and then this morning I woke up to the best kitty smushed against my leg. That looks delicious. I'm having a hard... I love cabbage, and I'm having a hard time eating it when they adjust my braces. It's not great. Hello, best kitty. You look like such a snuggle butt. Oh my goodness. Oh, these kitties. Aries or Angelique. A little treat I made for myself and my boyfriend last night. That would be the Reese's coffee cake mix. Shut the front door. This is a real thing. Oh my god, that looks so good. I have really big cookies in the other room. I will be having one after the show. Waffles being silly as ever. Waffles looks chill as fuck in this picture. I'm not gonna lie. He does not look silly. He looks like he's just like, what's up? I am this sexy and cool all the time, and you just gotta get used to it. That's what looks like going on in this picture. And next pattern, I'll link it in the pattern channel after. Oh, this is super cute. I know a lot of our crocheters will really like this. It's a great little kind of a hoodie pullover. It would be really great in the spring and summertime. I love it. Catastrophe, cabbage and farro soup, olive oil and blood orange cake with blood orange compote, and my disassembled computer. Disemboweled computer. Oh, this looks so good. Why did you guys do this to me? You and leftmost. All the time. No, it looks really good. I'm always so proud of your guys' food, and it's not even my food. Oh no, what happened to your computer? Catastrophe? Is everything okay, or are you just upgrading it? Must find the yummy treat, right? AJ Crochet Goddess. Hi, my YouTube screen name is Storytime with T. Hi, Storytime. These are a few things I've made. A couple of yarn purses or yarn bags and an oversized throw blanket. Okay, so here are the bags. I love the flower on this one. Oh, this one, I like the shape of this. It almost kind of looks like a, 50s mid-size bag. Not really a clutch, but it's got that shape to it, which is really nice. I'm digging it. I'm going to show off one more of these for now. We've got a tote bag right here that I really love. And then here is your blanket. I love the scalloped edge on that. Perfect. Nixie. Nixel? Did I get that right? 3 dangly bears and the blanket I am working on. Okay, this picture is amazing. I am so in love with your yarn bowl. It's so cool. It was so slow before that. It was barely usable. Oh, well, I'm glad you're getting it upgraded for sure. Sierra Stitch Sanctuary. I love your little dangly bears. They're so cute. Oh, do you sell them? If you do, I do believe we have a place in Discord where you can post your store if you would like. I have to double check that though. I know that there's a place. I think it was for stores too. It might just be for people's shows. I have to double check. TK knows all that stuff and I don't. This is really cute. The picture, your face is just so charming. That's ginormous. It looks great. Are those little skulls? Oh, it's so good. MH2112, Sockhead Slap Chat, found it on Ravelry and seemed like a good project. First thing I've made that wasn't a towel of some sort. Okay, I'm gonna guess this is Matt. This is a perfect project. Like, I have a hat like that. I wear the hell out of this hat. Seriously, I love it. It's a great project to learn the stockinette stitch because it never ends. And you were bold. You were working with fingering weight yarn right out the gate. I love it. Bold choice. It's a great hat. You're gonna love it. It's so comfy and cozy. It's so, yeah, definitely a really good choice. And it looks great. By the way, your stitches are really, really in sync with each other. Your gauge, your tension is really spot on. So pat yourself on the back. Hope everyone has a good night. You as well, Marie. Have a great evening. Oh, no problem, Sierra. Absolutely. Polly, working on the Pierre pullover by West Knits. Oh, damn you, West Knits, and your beautiful things. This, I love the collar on this. It's so beautiful, and your color choices are heavenly. So many people would not choose these colors to go together. So when people put colors they don't think would go together very well, and you do, and it's just beautiful like this, it's one of my favorite things because it's not expected, right? Like that green with this blue over here. Oh, it's so good. JK, hip strings base 12 Advent spin. Only the little blue blip left that I'm ready to apply and be done with it. Pounce playing with sprites on the desk. Oh, I love it. You've got your sticker in your button out too. This is so pretty. Do you know what you're gonna make with all this now? So she had a spinning advent calendar and she's got little bumps of everything. And this is all she has left of it. You guys, JK's spinning is so beautiful. She has the same spinning wheel I have. Loon, a doll I'm making for my grandpa. It's going to be a grandma doll because he says that's the grandpa doll I made him is lonely. Oh my god, that's so sweet. I'm a very decapitated magic mushroom. I hope you had a really good night and day too, Loon. Oh, hi, grandpa doll or grandma doll. That's adorable. Oh, this is so cool. A very decapitated mushroom. So is it going to always be decapitated or will you stitch it on there? Is this like a secret little cubby that you can put stuff in and then put the cap on top? Because that would be really clever too. I love the colors you chose for this, by the way. You guys, what a great show and tell. You're all so, I know I say it every time, you're all so very, very talented. Okay, so just a quick reminder to everybody, we are here on Monday and Wednesday evenings at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. This Wednesday, we will be doing some drop spinning for the second half of the show, and the first half is going to be the nitty-gritty of knitting. So it's going to be your knitting basics. We're going to do cast-ons, some probably long tail cast-on. I might show it to a few others, and then the knit stitch and the purl stitch, and then we'll go over, depending on how much time that takes, we'll go over like little things that you might miss or little things that you might think are wrong that aren't. And if we have enough time, I might even show you how to pick up and fix some basic mistakes you'll make, like accidentally creating extra stitches or dropping a stitch, things like that. So we'll go over that as well. The second half of the show, we will be doing drop spindles, though, for sure, because I know you guys have had some serious interest in that. If you're a patron, remember, a week from this Saturday, we've got our next installment of the Fleece to Finished project that is going straight into spinning the part of the Shetland fleece that we have washed and processed and dyed and everything else. So that'll be a lot of fun. I absolutely adore you all. You're wonderful people. This community is the highlight of my day a lot of the time. I hope it's the highlight of yours as well. So if you're having a rough time out there, just remember that there is a group of people who absolutely adore you and they want to be your cheerleader. And you are always welcome here.
Thank you for being a friend.
I'm never gonna get tired of hearing that or this one.
Scraggledy.
What, Bob? That was nothing.
And just let the brush just sort of bounce around and play and just let it have fun.
Yeah, let the bounce around and play and have fun. The brush in life, guys. I got a little too deep with that. Anyway, let me get out of here. I adore you all. Have a wonderful Tuesday. I'll see you on Wednesday. And until then, my loves, as always, happy crafting. Good night.